If you're a fan of sun, sea, and adventure, you're probably already hooked on Netflix's Outer Banks. This hit series has captured hearts worldwide, but it's especially beloved right here in the Lowcountry. Joining us to spill the secrets about their biggest season yet is one of the show's stars, Austin North. Austin, thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you for having me.
So this show, going on its 4th season, it debuted in 2020. Did you expect it to be where it is now, this massive show going on its 4th season?
No, I don't think any of us did, and it's been such, a blessing to be a part of. The show came out, right when COVID was happening and everyone was kind of locked inside and isolated, and I think it gave everyone an outlet to kind of escape all the craziness happening in the world, and it's been so amazing to be a part of, and filming here in Charleston is a dream.
Yeah, and can you talk a little bit about your character Topper, his journey, kind of, because I feel like he started out kind of painted as the villain, right, the bad guy. How has he evolved over these past 3 and now 4 seasons?
He's evolved a lot. I mean, first season you see that the heartbreak of Sarah just kind of leaving him out of the blue, and then second season he's dealing with the heartbreak, and then he kind of saves her life in a sense. Rafe was literally trying to drown her, and then third season he just kind of lets go, and whatever happens, and you see them kind of have a moment and then in the third season, which makes John B very, very jealous, because she kind of stepped back to me and left John B in the dust for a little bit. So there's obviously so much tension between John B and Topper, but now at this point, so much time has passed now in the 4th season where Topper's matured a lot and grown a lot. And he's got a new relationship. This is huge for him. He's got a new girlfriend named Ruthie. She's kind of a wild, fun-loving kook, and it's fun to kind of explore that. She's not the best influence on him when it comes to, she definitely eggs him on to kind of mess with the Pogues, I will say. She kind of stirs the pot up, but he's developed a lot. He's maturing, and 4th season you see him really step into his own and become his own person.
Yeah, and I want to talk a little bit about you, Austin, and kind of your inspiration to become an actor. When did you start acting?
I started acting when I was 13 years old. I was living in Atlanta, Georgia at the time.
And so what kind of pushed you to want to get into acting at 13? That's young.
Yeah, I actually fell into it. It was my sister that really wanted to be Hannah Montana, if we're being real. And we were actually seeing a movie at the Mall of Georgia. And it was me, my dad, and my sister. We were late to see the movie. My dad was freaking out, but my sister saw Dylan Sprouse's face on a poster, and it said, "Do you want to be an actor?" Blah, blah, blah. So she runs up, puts her name down, puts my name down. I had no clue. So my mom starts getting phone calls about this showcase, and forces me to do the showcase because I was such a shy kid. I just wouldn't break out of my shell. I couldn't even order food at Chili's. I was that shy. And so I got up and did a monologue in Georgia, and I guess it went really well. I made some people laugh, fell into the whole industry, and I fell in love with the art and the craft. And making people laugh, just being in acting class. And my dream and my goal was I wanted to be on a Disney Channel sitcom. That was kind of what I wrote down when I originally got into the industry. And I ended up kind of working on Disney Channel growing up, and that created some really cool comedic timing and a lot of experience in that realm. But stepping into Outer Banks was completely different. Single cam, it wasn't a multicam sitcom. So it's been just so grateful to be a part of this.
And when you came to Charleston to shoot the 1st season of Outer Banks, was that your first time here?
It was my first time, yeah.
So I want to hear about your favorite location in Charleston.
Oh, that's tough. That is tough.
It is tough.
The Battery is so beautiful.
It is.
And I lived close to their second season, so that was one of my favorite just spots in general to kind of go and run and go on a jog. But honestly, anytime Topper's on his boat and we're just out, usually it's around sunset, and that's just kind of a magical moment where I do sometimes get a little emotional, like driving back in the boat from set with the sun setting. I'm like, this is my job. This is like, it's hard to take in sometimes, and I'm so grateful for it. But Charleston is so beautiful and so magical and unique. I mean, it's hard to pick one spot.
Yeah, great answer. And before we let you go, really quick, what are you most excited for fans to see in season 4?
The Pogues are they got the gold. They got the gold. Now they're they're back on the treasure hunt because they're financially struggling. I guess they didn't manage that too well. But I think you know, we all relate to these characters, even Topper, even Rafe, even, you know, the Pogues. But the friendships, you know, and how they develop this season is really something cool to see. And Topper's got a girlfriend, so he's moved on from Sarah. I'm excited for people to see that.
Yeah, that's wonderful, Austin. Well, thank you so much for being here with us today. And now this is premiering in 2 parts. So part 1 is coming to your Netflix screens October 10th, and part 2 will premiere on November 7th. Thank you again so much for being here.
Thanks for
Can't
having
wait
me.
to see it.
Yeah, thank you.
We're back in 2 minutes.